Hello everyone, good morning, welcome to the cabin. It's a bloody cold December winter morning, let me tell you. The snow is trying to stick to the ground, but not doing a good job of it. But besides all that, we're quite toasty in here. It's been a bit of a special couple of weeks for me. I've put up a video about a month and so ago on how I got the rig, my little steering rig here, with my SimRacer steering wheel and the quick release coupling and so on that I've had for that. Anyone who's sort of watching this channel in the past videos will realise I'm a wheelchair user, and so things like throttle and brake pedals and so on really don't have much use for me, as I'm not able to use them. So what I've done with the SimRacer is I've got hand controls that thankfully enough came out on the little steering wheel. With that video that I put up, and you can have a look at it if you wish, I managed to reach out and get in touch with some people, one of them being a Mr Simon Maltby, such a nice guy, from a company called SimRacer Machines, and together we've come up with doing a modification on one of these guys. I don't know if you can see there. This is a Universal Hub from Fanatec, and that's the picture on the box. I will put a couple of pictures as well on the video just to show you what this thing looks like stock. But Mr Simon, being the clever chap that he is, has done a modification to this for me that has basically put hand controls, hand throttles and brake on the Universal Hub. And yeah, it looks very nice, as I'm about to show you now. You know, and sod's law be it as it is, I purchased all of these items on Black Friday, as you do, and yeah, my poor wallet is still in intensive care trying to recover from it all. But as I purchased all of this, and it was probably delivered 2 days later, Fanatec come out and show me a Formula One wheel with, lo and behold, they've got an extra set of paddles for clutch release, but they can also be modified to do exactly what I'm doing now with throttle and brake. But having said that, the beauty of this little design is that I'm able to swap and change wheels without losing the ability to use the throttle and brake on the hand controls. So this is a bit special. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, it's the first bit of kit that I've actually had made specially for me to be modified. So anyway, I'm waffling on a bit, as I have a want to do. What I'll try and do is position the camera, and we'll open this up and we'll show you exactly what has been done with this. It's rather good. So until then, give me a couple of minutes and we'll readjust the camera. So there we have it. There's the box. I managed to shift the camera around as best I can. It might be a little bit close actually, but we'll do our best to go with it. So here we have the box. But as I say, this is the standard configuration. It has these two rather large shifter paddles on the side. All of these nice buttons and so on that are fully mappable and programmable. And what they call, I think it's a dongle knob or something like this, a flugel knob, whatever. We'll have a look at that a bit more. But as I say, Mr Simon Maltby has done a very nice modification for me on this, and I'm about to open it up and show you what it looks like. So we'll just slowly open up the boxy, and there we can see all nicely packed away. I've actually had a look at this prior to making the video, obviously. So we've got all of our various mounting screws, and there's some other little odds and sods in there that come with it. These are the little Formula One type paddles that go on the side. I won't be using these for obvious reasons. These are the large gear shifter paddles that have been removed, and there's another one down here. There's a couple more. These are alternate button covers that you can use to go over the Xbox style button covers that are on here. So, and a nice little Fanatec sticker as well there, as you can have a look at. That's the old silicone to keep everything all nice and dry, and a bit of packing. Okay, now this is very well nicely packed in here, but you can see it's already looking a little bit different. Let's just hope I can slide this thing out nicely without damaging any of the components. Simon, how you managed to get this in, I don't know. Come on, it's really tightly packed. There we are, slowly going. And so there we see it in its box prior to me taking this out. What I'm going to do, because I've just tried now to gently extract it away and it's not playing ball, I'm just going to pull the whole packing out of the box, which may make life a little easier. We put that down there. We'll put the box just down on the floor there, out the way. There we go. So in its packing, let's see if we can extract it from this without it fighting me too much. You definitely did a good job of packing this, Simon. That's no lie. Gently does it. Put that over there. And there we have our modified hub. Don't that look nice? Gone are the shifter paddles. Let's just try and get this in shot properly. This would be the shifter paddle that these arms would have been attached to. I think maybe possibly they went that way. So Mr. Simon has put into this some very nice carbon fibre paddles, which have been mounted onto the existing original shifter paddles, but they have been moved up. As you can see, the profile, this paddle has been moved up slightly. What we have also got here are a set of Martin Ascher paddles switches, all made out of carbon fibre, all nicely trimmed and glued and set properly, and that is going to be, whoops, excuse me, move that out of the way. That is going to be my throttle, and this one on this side, if you can see, that is going to be my brake. Let's have a look at the rear of it. There's the quick release coupling, which is the standard Fanatec coupling. But there you can see, get it right up close for you, maybe you can see nicely there, without too much glare from the camera. There is the Martin Ascher paddle switch that he's put in, and then a nice carbon fibre gear shifter as well. Now there has been a USB board plugged in inside here to carry the inputs from the two paddles, and that is then taken away by a very substantial USB cable, which I will plug onto an extender. But there we have it. It's a thing of beauty, isn't it, eh? There we are. We've got the one throttle, my gear up, and then the other paddle there, and well, that should I say, that's going to be my gear up. That'll be my gear down. That's my brake that side, there, and then this is my throttle, and all very neat and very tidily done. Thank you very much, Mr. Simon. That will do the job nicely. I just can't wait to get this onto the wheel and actually see what it's going to look like. But there you are. Hey, Just pull it down. Trying to get this thing. I haven't got the best of lighting in this position at the moment, but I may make another little video if anyone wants to have a look. I'll try and just do a flip over on the other side for you. And again, you can see there's the brake and pedal mechanism for both left and right. Nice one. So anyway, let me readjust the camera. Or I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll try and put the wheel on and see what it looks like with the wheel in place. So give me a few minutes and we'll get on with that. So there is my rim. I think it's classed as a GT rim, or it's a Forza rim without the Forza stamped across the bottom of it. I much prefer it like that, nice and clean. Not being a Forza racer anyway. But this is the wheel, and hopefully with a little something bopping. It's my phone. Be quiet, please, phone. I'm trying to charge my phone up, and yeah, it's having fun and games there. Anyway, so there's the hub, and what we're going to be doing is marrying the wheel, and look at that. It just fits rather nicely, I think. I've just got to find these bolts. I think it's going to be this one. Yeah, it's going to be this one here. This one down here, I believe. Just make sure that I can marry them up. There they are there. So let's just loosely put the screefies on, just to see that they marry up nicely. What have we got here? Let's we'll go. Yep, that goes in there gently. That actually feels a bit tight. Have I got the right screw? Come on, back, open up. They look to be a similar screw. They're actually identical. Let's try. That one goes so far, and then it just stops. Obviously not those ones, it's different. Is it maybe just the paint on the hub itself, when they've coated the bolts? I'm just going to run that quickly with a Allen key. Okay guys, this is what I've got. I've actually opened up the inside cover here, the top cover, just to have a look, trying to position this properly in the camera. There we go, and that is the inside of this thing. And what he's done, he's put a USB board inside there. I opened it up basically to check to see the clearance that I would have with the screws that I put into to hold the steering wheel onto the hub. And yeah, I found, Simon, if you are watching, is that the one screw that I've got at this point here, there's a screw that comes down. It may actually start fouling the USB board there a little bit, so I will have to trim that bolt down a little bit just to make sure that there is no contact between the two. But there we have the inside of it. I don't know if the focus has got this really 100% here, but there you have it. That's what the inside looks like. So we're going to button this back down again now that I've reassured myself that I've got clearances for all the other bolts, and then we'll trim that one bolt down and we'll put the steering wheel on and try and finalize it all. So be back shortly, guys. Oh, bang, crash. Okay, folks, so I put the cover right back on again. It's all back the way it was, and just making a note now that the drilling that I've got here that's sitting at 12 o'clock, as you look at it there, what's the best way of holding this up? Yeah, that's the way you're looking at it. The drilling here at 12 o'clock is the bolts that have been supplied by Fanatec are too long, and I'm going to have to shave off a good, I don't know, 5 centimeters or more off of 5 millimeters, should I say, off the end of this to make sure that I'm not fouling anything on the electronics that's underneath there. It's just where the hot glue has been added, and the bolt is actually making contact with that. So I will be leaving the one bolt off of the 12 o'clock drilling, but for all of the others which are sitting around here somewhere, I think that's it there, it'll be one of these drillings here, and then the same for this side as well for the buttons. So anyway, let me get on with it and put the wheel on, and let's see what it looks like in all its glory. Here we have our wheel, and we just pop that down a little bit. Come on, behave. Let's just move these up a little bit, just for now. Right, let's see where we stand. There's the drilling there. We've got the thread for that one. All rather tight going in these, with I think there's a little bit of Loctite and so on over these, just to secure everything in position once they're down. How am I looking there? Behave. Move that a little bit over maybe. we have it. There's the wheel on, bar this one screw, which I'm going to have to modify one. But yes, there we are. All the switches and so on are now really firmly in place. They've been locked down with the wheel going down on there. And if we hold the wheel up, you can see there's my hands on the wheel and there's my throttle. Just, whoop, I don't know if that's showing up. There I am sitting there. It's quite a nice reach. There's the gears. Yeah, and this side here, there's my brake there. Now, again, it's really nicely in reach. Well done, Mr. Simon. That's excellent, that. And there's my gear one, and it's actually got a nice feel. I'll have to get used to the way that, you know, the travel that I have here, and experiment as to how much control I have over my throttle and my brake on this. But that's all looking rather nice. And there we are, the final bit. So what we're going to be doing now, that looks the biz, doesn't it? That just looks the biz. I'm going to have fun putting this together onto the rig, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll be doing a bit of racing. But there we are. There we can see is me Fanatec wheelbase. I'm just going to reposition the camera and I'll be back to you shortly. So there we have it, guys. There's my my new Fanatec wheel, all looking rather swish, isn't it? And there is the gears, the Universal Hub on the back with the modified gear shifters. I don't know if you can see that too well there. Just showing it up. That's all nicely mounted, and as you can see, they sit quite nicely from the paddles, from the wheel and the paddles, all within, if I can sort of show you there, all within nice reach. And there's me me throttle up there, all very lekker. That's all going to be rather smashing, and it's good solid feel on this. It's not going to be breaking on me anytime soon, that's for sure. So I'm going to leave it here now, and we're going to start another little video up shortly, putting together my sim rig that I've got. Let me just put this down for the time being. Yes, we're going to be making another video with the assembly of our SimRacer K2 cockpit that I got from Portugal. And Mr. Nino, thank you very much for the extra strut that's going to be going on to this. We're going to sort of build this kit so that we can remove the seat from the rig and put that away when I'm actually using the race rig, and then put the seat back into position when my son or any other guests that I have come around here want to have a go on the rig. So we'll set the camera up, and I'm just going to put the camera in one position. We'll set the camera up, and you can have a look at the assembly of our rig and how we fit it into my little cabin here. There's going to be some rearranging done. So until next time, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you found this informative. And yeah, if you need any mods done or anything special designed for yourself, you get in touch with Mr. Simon Maltby at SimRacer Machines, and you tell him Alan sent you. Okay, all the best, guys. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.